Good morning, dear students.
Good morning, sir.
How are you all today?
Fine, sir.
So, students, nice to see you all once again.
Yes, yeah, you too, sir.
And welcome to this economic class. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, tell me the date of the day. What is the date today?
25th, sir.
Yes, very good. Very good. You are attentive. Very good. Let me write over here. Date is 25th of June. Very good. And what is the subject? What is our subject?
Economics, sir.
Yes, very good. Economics. Okay, so topic I will not tell the beginning itself. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so students, today before I begin a new chapter, I will ask you some interesting questions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So students, tell me, are we part of the animal kingdom?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very much. Okay. We are also part of the animal kingdom. We are also animals, right?
Yes, sir.
So, now you tell me, why we human beings are superior to animals? Why are we superior to animal?
Because we have intellect, sir.
Yes, very
Reasoning
fantastic.
power.
Yes. So first and foremost, we have the gifts of tongue, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
We are able to speak. We are able to use languages as the medium of communication, right?
Yes, sir.
So with the help of language, we talk to each other, we share our feelings, our emotions, our ideas, thoughts, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
we, on the other hand, we also understand the other person, what they say, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Because we have this language that we understand, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so very good, dear student. And another thing is that, as you have said, that God has gifted us with the gift of reasoning, right?
Yes, sir.
We human beings, we are able to reason out. We are able to think. We are able to comprehend. We are able to understand, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And because of all these reasons, we human beings, take the upper hand in the animal kingdom. We occupy the first place, the upper place, okay?
Yes,
in the animal
sir.
kingdom. And that's why we are superior to what?
Other
Animals. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Animals. We are superior to animals. In the animal kingdom, you see that there are many, many mighty, powerful animals. Still, we control them, human beings. Because the reason is very simple. They like what? Knowledge.
Reasoning,
They like
yes,
reasoning.
knowledge.
Very fantastic. So, students, now can you guess the topic of the day or topic of the chapter that we are going to deal with today?
No idea, sir. Not
Yes,
idea, sir.
so I will give you a clue. Okay, since we are talking about the human being, and human being play the important role in every aspect. So, can you guess now?
Human beings, sir, as production factors.
Yes, something, it is something related to that. Okay, so our topic of the lesson is people as resource.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So let me write that topic. Okay,
Yes, sir.
people, what? People as
Resource.
resource. Okay, so dear students, we'll study, okay, during this class, and the chapter we have people as resource. So we'll be studying about this, okay?
Yes, sir.
This is our topic, okay? People as resource. So, what will be our subtopics? Okay, I'll give you, okay? So,
yes, sir.
under this, the main topic will be studying about population as an asset and
Yes,
not
sir.
as a liability. Correct?
Yes,
So
sir.
that will be our subtopic. Okay,
Yes,
people
sir.
or population as asset. Okay, population as an asset and not as a liability. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this will be our subtopic. Okay. Under this main topic, people as resource. So we'll study in detail about this, that how the population can become an asset and not as a liability. Okay. And
Yes,
how, I mean, we can invest more and more on the population, right?
Yes,
In
sir.
the form of education, in the form of training, in the form of medical care and so on. And how we can have more and more production, okay?
Yes, sir.
For the growth and development of the Indian economy, or for the growth and development of our country. So, with the help of slide, I'll make you understand, okay? So,
Yes,
please
sir.
help me out in showing the slides for the
Yes,
whole
sir.
class. Meanwhile, I put this one down, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, students, can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with the help of slide, I will make you understand. So students, see here. People as resource. See, in the last class, or in the last, the previous chapter, we studied about the story of the village
Palampur.
Okay. So there we discussed about how the production activities is carried out with the help of 4 factors of production, right?
Yes, sir.
Then how the 4 factors play the important roles in the production of desired goods and services. So what are those 4 factors? Here already I have written: land, labor, physical capital and
Human capital.
human capital. Very good. So this chapter that I have introduced to you is about the 4th factor of production, that is known as human capital. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the people are resource is based on this chapter. Okay. So we will study about this, that how people are resource,
Yes,
or how
sir.
people are resources. Okay. So in this chapter we'll deal with this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
See here, students, human capital, or in other words, we can say human resource, right?
Yes, sir.
So, what do human beings have? Big question comes.
Yes,
So,
sir.
human beings, what do they have? When we talk about human capital, what do they have? In Hindi, we call this punji. So, human beings,
Yes, sir.
what punji they have? They have skills, isn't it? They
Yes,
have
sir.
knowledge, they have abilities, they have enterprise, etc. So all these are what?
Capital, sir.
Human capital. Very fantastic. So further we'll see population as an asset for the economy rather than a
Liability.
Okay. So let us understand one by one what this asset means and what this liability means.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
So asset here, it means anything that is productive. So anything that is productive, anything that is profitable, which brings advantages for you, and that is known as what?
Asset.
Okay. Example here, machine. Suppose I have the machine of what? Production of whiteboard. This
Yes,
board just I
sir.
showed you. Okay. I have this machine. So you produce and sell, and that is called as asset, because it brings lot of advantages for you. It brings
Yes,
lots of profits for you, and that's why it is productive. Okay, you invest, but then at the same time you get back also in return, right? So
Yes,
that's why
sir.
it is known as asset. Asset means it is productive, it profitable and brings advantages, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next slide. Now let us understand what this liability means. Okay, anything that is not productive. This is just the opposite of asset. Okay, anything that is not productive and profitable is known as liability. In another word, it is known as burdensome or a kind of problem. Okay, this
Yes,
liability.
sir.
See, the earlier days, what was considered as liability?
People, sir.
People, very specifically the girls, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
They were considered as liabilities. Okay, so here example I have given. Machine is not giving you money directly, correct?
Yes, sir.
So but everyday money is spent on it for service. So it is called as liability. You have machine, and that is not giving you money directly. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Rather, you have to invest money on that for what? For its services. Suppose you spend 1,000 rupees per month. Okay.
Yes,
and you
sir.
don't get any profit out of that. Then what? Machine is like a liability for you, right? So are you all assets or liabilities? The big question is, students, what do you think of you? Are you an
Assets, sir.
asset or a liability?
Assets, sir.
To your family, to your parents, your asset. Very good.
Yes, sir.
So you all are asset in progress. Okay, that means in future you will be assets. Now you are like a asset in progress. Okay,
Yes,
you are
sir.
progressing to be full-fledged what? Assets, right? So education is given to you, your health is taken care of, right?
Yes, sir.
Then so the population of the country is really the asset. Okay, so this we have to see in this perspective. Okay, we should not see it as a liability. Okay, so the investment is done on this properly. Then so if the investment is done on the population, then it will bring lot of profit in return to the country. Are you getting all, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So we should not highlight the negative side of the population. Okay, very often we have the tendency of highlighting the negative side of the population.
Yes,
That
sir.
people are more in number in that particular country and so on we speak about, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So we should not look at that one in a negative point of view. Okay,
Yes, sir.
because we have to feed them, fulfill their needs and requirements. So when we keep all this in mind, then naturally we'll speak about the negative side of it, right?
Yes,
so we
sir.
should not, think of this way. Okay, rather look at the positive side of it, that if the total population is educated, then if the total population becomes skilled, knowledgeable, then how the country can grow, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. See here, population becomes human capital when there is investment made in the form of education, training and medical care.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. So how the population can become the human capital? Okay. When there is investment. Okay. When we talk only by speaking, it will not become the asset, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
That they will be educated, they will be given this training, that training. On the grassroots level, in the reality, you have to invest. Okay. Then
Yes,
only
sir.
invest on what? In the form of education, training and medical care. Then that will become the human capital. Okay? That
Yes,
will
sir.
become the real resource for the country. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Very good. So, students, am I running short of time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is maybe one more slide will be there. So, with this, I will wind up. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Example here. In the bank, money is deposited and you invest money so that you get the interest. You get more money. So, this is a very simple example. How we can, invest on something and how we can get something in return, right?
Yes,
Example,
sir.
money is kept in the bank, deposited. You invest, and then on the other hand, what you get? You get the interest, right?
Yes,
The same
sir.
way, if you want to make population as the asset or capital, then we need to invest on the population, right?
Yes,
Then
sir.
only we get back. As we deposit money in the bank and we get the interest, same thing if you invest on the population and that population becomes the asset, the capital. Okay. Example, your parents are investing on you, providing the good health care facility, right?
Yes, sir.
Then you are provided good food, best education is given to you, so that you in return become asset to the family, society and the country at large. Okay?
Yes,
So
sir.
you are well taken care of, you are given very good education by your parents, right?
Yes,
and then
sir.
afterwards you become the asset to your parents, to the families, to the society, and the country at large. Okay, you
Yes,
contribute
sir.
a lot for the development of the country, right? Okay, so the investment in human capital through education, training, medical care yields a return just like investment in physical capital. So, as you invest in the physical capital, suppose you establish a factory, you invest, then you install machines, right? You invest, then at the return, what? You get by, right?
Yes,
All the
sir.
profits you get by. Similarly, if you invest on human beings for their education, for their training, medical care and all, and that yields a return, okay? That gives
Yes,
lot of
sir.
profit, right? Just like the physical capital, where you invest and you get by 100-fold or many folds in return, right? Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
people are the resource for the development of the economy of the country. Okay?
Yes,
So
sir.
people should not be seen as liabilities, right? But they should be seen as assets. And therefore we need to take care for the investment of people on various things, for education, for training and medical care, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, students. So, before I give you the home assignment, I'll ask you some questions, okay? Just
Yes,
to
sir.
recapitulate so far what you have understood. Okay,
Yes,
what
sir.
does the population, okay, when does the population become an asset?
When it is productive, sir, when
Yeah,
it
when it-
produces.
When the investment
Useful.
is made on the population, right?
Yes, sir.
In the form of education, training and medical care, then it becomes what? It becomes
Asset, sir.
an asset. Very good. Then when does the population become a liability?
When it is not productive, sir, when money
Yes.
is not invested.
Yeah, when
on
investment
people.
is not done on the population,
Yes, sir.
on various things like education, training and medical care, then that becomes, the population becomes what? Becomes a liability. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Then, why are people considered to be as resources?
Because they are one of the factors of production
Yes, one of the factors of
and
production.
superior to all the other
Yes, yes,
factors of
yes.
production.
Because people add to the productive power of the country. Okay.
Yes,
Because
sir.
they become the assets. Okay. Investment is done to them and they become the real asset. And then they contribute a lot for the development of the country. Right?
Yes,
So
sir.
students, I am so glad that you have grasped the lesson very well. Keep it up. Okay. So this is the home assignment for all of us. Okay.
Yes, sir.
For all of you, read the second chapter, people as resource. Okay. For further understanding. Okay. So that
Yes,
when we come for the next class, okay, you will be thorough with this. You
Yes,
understand
sir.
this one very well. So with that purpose, I have given the home assignment for you. Read the second chapter, people as resource. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
students, thank you so much for being so patient and listening to me attentively. Okay, thank you so much. Keep it up. Okay.
Yes, sir.
and
Thank
have
you,
a good day.
sir.